we'll be taking a look at our zincs. So unlike the zincs outside, these are the in-engine pencil zincs. There are a couple of them in a setup like this. Now I'm not quite sure myself since I have not actually taken them apart. However, one heuristics that you can do to check where your zincs are is to follow the path of the water. So this one for sure is a zinc. We just replaced it not too long ago. And then along these pathways, there is this hex nuts or bolts. I suspect it's a zinc. Same thing here, there, and then one more over there at the heat exchanger. So yeah, let's get started, see how they're looking. Tools, I've got a wrench set here. What is this? A thread measurement here. My calipers, silicone paste for sealant, and silicone tape for the top part of it. Now I don't want to tape the whole thread because then the zinc can't do its thing, which is to protect the engine components from galvanic corrosion. So I'll probably just tape the top part and then put that silicone paste on the rest of it. Hopefully that does it. For safety gear, I've got a pair of booties, just keep the grimes from the salon, and a pair of gloves here. Well, I hope that water is gonna stop. I believe it's above the water line. So we're gonna wait. And then, yeah, the zinc is completely gone. Good thing I checked. It's always surprising how people not look after their boat. Looks like the thread pitch is 20. There's another dead zinc here. And I bet if we're gonna see another completely spent zinc here. And completely spent. So I took out this pencil zinc even though I knew it's good because we just replaced it not long ago, like within the last year, and we haven't run that engine that many times. This is what it's supposed to look like inside, and you notice the stick zinc glued or connected to this nut here on top. So this is what they are all supposed to look like, all these little nuts. It's supposed to have a pencil sticking to it made of zinc, but they're completely gone. So I'm not sure what the previous owner did, but he definitely didn't do as much as I wish he had. And that goes without saying. When you buy any old boat, you want to take a look and make sure everything is in good order, and the last owner actually took care of the boat. They get really expensive fast. Well, we're now in the final stretch of replacing all these things. I hope I got all the right ones. Let's see. Yep. So that's 2 for the heat exchanger. Now we're gonna do this one for the oil coolant. Now onto the oil coolant. Let's see. Yep, that fits. Two engines, that means we have to do the other one too. That thing is slightly bigger than this. 16. Again, all spent. I don't know how the last guy owned this boat and not changed the zincs. Cool. It's a little troublesome, and that's because this one is a little different. It's not standard like the other NPT ones. So cross fingers we have the right parts here. If not, we're gonna have to do it tomorrow. The issue with this is that the length is shorter. That might mean I have to grind off the zinc that I bought. Let's see if it'll take this guy. I'm lucky it'll go in. Yep, that works. And way too long, so I'm gonna have to cut this about half. Remember folks, when you're grinding with whatever that might be, in my case the Dremel tool, wear eye protection and mask. I was under the impression that the fumes from the metal shaving is okay because they're water soluble, but apparently most of the time they're not good for you, so stay healthy. 20 years, I feel like it's some bigger gloves. These are welding gloves, so alright folks, we've got all new in-engine zinc or raw water heat exchanger zincs. They're all new. You can tell because the brass is exposed. It doesn't have the paint over from the last paint job on this boat. Yes, on the heat exchanger and here in the oil cooler too. I am going to call that a day and we're good for now. I'm going to try and clean up all these tools.